Hi, welcome to Alaskan and Thailand. I'm here on the beach again, about 6:15 a.m. Beautiful day. The weather just keep getting better. It is a bit hot, getting warm during the afternoons, but I'm usually in the mall where it's nice and cool and aircon. I try to get out of the direct sun anyway, but otherwise it ain't bad at all. I enjoy it. It's my kind of weather, actually. Well, today I thought I'd talk about my YouTube channel a bit. I've got to come to some decisions here pretty soon as it grows, and I got to deal with some of my mistakes what I made, and I knew I was kind of making them. I've been comparing my channel to other channels of the same size. I have roughly 1,250 viewers or 60 viewers, something like that, or subscribers, I mean. And I've been comparing that to other channels and their views. I'm only still getting a lot of poor results on my views because I'm doing stupid things. I don't know how to do this on a phone. I have another YouTube channel I was fairly successful with. I did some editing with it. It's got a couple million views probably. But I did editing on that, and it was easy back. That was 10 years ago. And I learned how to do editing on Windows Movie Maker. It's real simple, and it was on a laptop. But now I'm trying to figure this out on a phone, and and I met people that have been helping me along. I met a guy. He showed me how to do. He turned my camera with. It wasn't on 4K. It was on HD. At the time when I was back doing videos, HD was the top thing to use. Was HD, but now it's 4K, and I didn't know that. So all my videos are being kind of downplayed by YouTube because they're not in the 4K format. And now my phone don't video with, the selfie mode. So actually have my camera turned around now, and I'm trying this for the first time to see how this is going to work. And this should be in 4K, which would give me a better graphic look, And then, so I'm looking at these, and I originally started this YouTube channel back in Alaska, this Alaskan in the Philippines plan, with a plan to give me something to do while I was here in Asia in my retirement years. I knew I'd need something to do and keep me busy, and it has. It's been great, and I love it. I love photography. I've always loved photography, capturing images of cool things. I really like it, and I've been using I've been able to put that photography to work, using on my thumbnails and stuff, which I thought was great. I like it, I love to see cool pictures of cool things, just like everybody. But I realized that ain't the real YouTube thing. If you look at all the big channels, they have these graphics splashed all over the thumbnails. They look like graffiti, and then they're holding their faces going, and stuff. And it looks, just to me, it's stupid, and I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to put all the spam all over and use the AI generated beauties in the tight jean shorts and the cutoff tank tops. I wasn't going to do it. I was fighting it tooth and nail. I wanted to be original, but guess what? It don't work to be original on YouTube. So after watching my view count and my subscriber count, it's apparent to me that I'm not getting the views that I should be, because from other guys I'm seeing, and actually their monetization pay per 1,000 views is way above mine too. I'm making $11.30 per 1,000 views, and some of them guys are getting $17 to $30 per 1,000 views. So I'm doing something wrong, and I got to figure out what it is. I've also noticed what I think it is, and I've had some friends help me, and people I've talked to help me with this, and it was I'm uploading too often. Sad to say, you guys, I know some of you probably enjoy seeing my uploads every day, and I honestly enjoy doing them every day. But guess what? It bumps my yesterday's video out of the cycle, and all the YouTubers tell me it's a 3-day cycle. Leave your video soak 3 days. If you upload anything before that, it'll bump it out. And guess what? Even shorts bump it out. So every day I've been uploading my video along with at least 3 shorts every day. If you guys haven't been seeing them, I've done some great shorts, caught some cool things. But yeah, those as soon as I upload a short, it bumps my daily video out, and it gives my short 1,000 views, which is good. I get good views on my shorts. I'll get 1,000 views, but they don't pay anything. I mean, literally, you'll make $5 a month on shorts or less, you know. So what I've talked to people, and they told me, if you're doing long form video, don't upload shorts. That makes sense because it'll bump your long form video out. So I had to think about that. And even though I love to do them, I love capturing just little minute things, but that's where it'll bump your video. And not only that, it appears that that crowd of watching those shorts are the young crowd, 25 to 35 demographic. My biggest demographic on a retirement channel is 25 to 35, which is wrong. It shouldn't be. And it don't pay as much as it does for the retirement older generation guys that the channel was pretty much intended for. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to have young youth on my channel. I think it's absolutely awesome. But if it kicks my main videos out of the cycle, you know, it's defeating the purpose. I love doing the shorts, but I ain't going to do it at the expense of my videos. So yeah, that's just a bunch of things you got to really think about, you know. And I wasn't even doing tags. I wasn't tagging properly. I was tagging like a short, but it was in the wrong spot. So now I'm learning that I got to do the tags in the right place. It's just the way I've been my whole life. I've had many businesses and they've all been successful, but I've never gotten any money, never gotten rich or anything off of them. But they've all been successful, sort of, you know. In a way, it's been successful for other people, bigger companies that, you know, but it was never successful for me monetary wise. So anyway, back to I'm doing it for fun and I enjoy it in my retirement, but I also got to realize that as I start making money on this YouTube, the Social Security Administration, I have to report once I believe it's over $200 a month. I have to report it, and they're going to start deducting my Social Security down when that happens, or whenever they catch it, or whatever, how it works. But this YouTube may have to, in fact, if it gets to the point, it'll cut off my Social Security and it'll be my only income, and I'm here in Asia. So that's a scary idea. And then I'm putting your life on Google's hands and AdSense, and you got to go through PayPal. There's 4 different things that could shut you down on YouTube, you know, and not even counting YouTube. And they could too. So yeah, that's a scary feeling. I don't like that feeling at all. So I got to come with a realization to either try a new direction or just try a few small changes at first and see what I can do to bring the numbers up to where I think it'll blossom into something I can make and support myself on. I have a lot of videos. I upload videos. I have getting close to 1,000 videos. Do you realize Old Dog New Tricks only has 900 videos? And he's got 100,000 subscribers and is probably literally rolling in the pesos over there in Dumaguete. Way rolling in the pesos. He's over 100,000 subscribers. That's big, big money. That's the kind of money you don't need Social Security anymore when you get that kind of viewers, you know. And I guess I don't know how, you know, he's been at it a while, and I'm not comparing myself to him at all. I just started a year ago, and maybe I'll get there, you know, in a few years' time. But I don't know, and I'm kind of second guessing what I'm doing with everything, and I just have to think long and hard about it. I think what I gotta stop doing is uploading every day. I know you guys probably, some of you won't mind and some of you might mind, but that's probably what it looks like I'm gonna have to do. Let my video soak a 3-day cycle and see if that helps the views. I may just do this as an experiment to see, because I don't mind uploading every day, but maybe if I get my subscriber count higher, I could do more, you know, do them every day and it wouldn't matter so much. But it seems like it's kicking my yesterday's video out of the door, and I got something new, and then that video don't quite get enough views. It gets 150, 250 views, and then it kicks it out from the next video, you know, and so it stays at that and never really, some do bounce a little higher. I've never broken 1,000 views yet on my videos, so that's rather discouraging. And it's probably due to me not doing something right, like the tags and all that stuff. So I don't know. Like I say, I'm a caveman, you know. Picture opening the door and putting an iPhone in a monkey's cage, close the door, and give them a couple years to figure it out. That's literally what I had to do. I was in a cabin in the middle of Alaska, and I got an iPhone. I didn't even know how to use it. I had to learn how to use it. And 2 years later, no instruction manual. 2 years later, I found out there's a button you can push for instructions on it. There's no instructions to tell you to push that button. But anyway, that's my dilemma here with the YouTube channel. But other than that, I'm really enjoying it. I have fun doing it, and I love showing the world this beautiful place, and it just blows me away. And I go, hey, I got to show somebody this, and it's fun for me and gives me something to do. And the income is a bonus. But the minute that, but the minute this playing around on YouTube stops my Social Security, it's going to turn into serious stuff. So I have to treat it like serious stuff right now and figure out whether it's going to be a business or whether I'm just going to play around and make less than $200 on it and keep it real low, on purpose, just until I can get full retirement age to where they don't take out if you make a little more money. So that's kind of the dilemma I'm in right now. I just got to do some soul searching and thoughts and ideas and talk to other vloggers, and that'll really help me out, I think, is talking to some other vloggers. And by the way, I want to say a shout out to all you guys. I've been meeting a lot of people here. Almost every day now I get people coming up, shaking my hand that I saw the channel. I sure do appreciate it. Happy to meet each and every one of you. Feel free to come up and talk to me anytime if you do see me around. I do kind of keep in contact with some of them afterwards, and we hang out sometimes too. So it's been kind of a good thing. I've also met I almost met a Thailand bound. He's a big vlogger. He's got like 70,000 subscribers. I think he's in Bangkok, but he was down here in Hue Hin. I actually had a subscriber come up and talk to me while I was at the night market, and he said he was friends with Thailand bound, and he was going to go over and meet him. And I guess I could have met him if I would have hung around, but I was in a hurry. I was with my friend and we were eating, and I had to get home before it get dark and rainy. So I headed off. And then I immediately bumped into another DigiWalks. In fact, I'm going to leave a link to his, if I can remember, I'll leave a link to his channel on this video in the comments here. He's a young YouTuber. He's got 1,000 subscribers. He just moved back in to Hue Hin. He's been back and forth, but he just got here again recently, and he's back to doing vlogs, walking around. He knows his editing and all that. He's pretty cool. Does walking around videos showing the beauty of Hue Hin. Does a good job just walking down the streets and roads, and he does some other format too. I highly advise check him out and give him a boost if you can. Subscribe, help him out. He's a young guy trying to make it here in Thailand, and that's even more daunting. You got to be able to make some money to stay, or he's going to have to go. That's how it works. All of us, even the retired guys, we got to make our money's got to come, or we can't stay here. So help him out if you can. DigiWalks is the name. Well, anyway, I'll keep you updated, but if there comes a day when you're expecting a video and you don't see one, expect it'll be about 2 or 3 days. And I'll do that for an experiment just to see if it works, to see if my views go up. I'm not advertising. I don't have Facebook and Instagram and all them. I don't do any advertising at all, so that would probably help. But I can't just join up Facebook and say, hey, watch my videos now. And I don't want to be on there anyway. Actually, I got a business account I started up years ago. I can probably get onto that. But yeah, okay. Well, anyway, I just thought I'd give you a heads up on how my channel's going. So it's going good. There's nothing wrong with the goings of it. It's just how it's going to end up is what I'm worried about. I don't want it cutting off my Social Security and then still being under the monetization that I could afford to live on here. That would be a serious problem for me. And I'm going to cut that idea off at the pass before it ever happens. So yeah, if you guys got any ideas, throw them in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Any of you digital gurus telling me about how to do this a little better, I'd be happy to hear any comments or suggestions. Well, anyway, sun's already up. It's probably not even 6:30, too much past 6:30. It's getting hot. I'm going to go for a swim and call it a day. I'll give you a look around. Pretty slow day again. No clouds today. It's already warm. sure to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.